Greetings everyone, Zannrath here, welcome back to more Hearthstone, some more solo adventures in Ashes of Outland, Trials by Felfire, or Trial by Felfire. Continuing on with the challenge mode, and we are at the last encounter of the Big and the Bad, and that's Terran Gorfiend, the first Death Knight, but this is the Demon Hunter expansion, so he's toast. Hero power, 2 mana, Shadow of Death, summon a 4/4 Shadow Construct, and unfortunately, we're going to have to be taking him on with a custom deck, Discovering Alex, for this encounter. I tried a couple times with hero power, 4/4, it's better than Paladin hero power, but wait, there's more, and we'll get to that in a bit. But tried with like an aggro deck, aggro tempo-ish kind of deck, try to keep up with its 4/4s, but doesn't quite work out, as you'll be able to see once I get into it. Try to go with like a priest deck to heal, which I'll get into it in a bit. But yeah, unfortunately that all that stuff didn't work. So custom deck for this encounter for the first time in this challenge mode. But as you can kind of see, it's a freeze mage basically. Go ahead and sit. Turn 1, turn 2 is going to summon his Shadowy Construct. Look at that, 4/4. Oh, but the kicker. Enemy minion dies, 2 damage to the enemy hero. So that's cool. I'm going to sit. I usually sit for the first 3 turns, let him get up 3. I take 12 damage in the process, but then we got these Vengeful Spirit cards. Destroy all Shadowy Constructs, so I don't know. I'm not sure if I should be like a little bit more, aggressive with them in the beginning to try to, get enough health. Or stave off the damage to stay healthy enough to be able to, not die to him. But I'm going to go ahead and just toss 2 of these guys out. Save myself some damage. Next turn we'll go ahead and blow stuff up. The reason I don't play out this depth charge is because I can almost guarantee he has, like, some sort of removal. He has a lot of removal in hand. A lot of the Death Knight cards, so Obliterate, what else? Obliterate, Death Coil, things to clear clear these minions. So let's go ahead and just toss this out there. I think I'm gonna throw out the Brightwing, and the reason I have Brightwing in here is because, and let's see. So not quite what I wanted. I might toss out this because if he doesn't clear this, yeah, I think I'm just gonna play that out there. I'll take 2 when he clears this. Like I bet he does have Obliterate here. Watch. Let's wait for it, or Death Coil, one other. Obliterate. Alright. Oh, he drew it. At least this leaves me with 1 minion, I suppose. Which actually, I'm not sure if that was what I want to do or not, because he can just attack here. But I think what I can do is ping, do that, and then I can set up the Vaporize, because I think he would actually prioritize attacking into my face than this minion. But otherwise, if he does attack, I take 4, and I can just ping it off next turn, so maybe that's something. Okay. Going for the tradesies. So that is unfortunate, but whatevs. Alright, we got another one of these chums. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this. I bet he does have another Obliterate. I might just play this out though. But the reason why this deck is called Discovering Alex, in addition to somewhat, I guess, of a play on the band name Asking Alexandria. Okay, so he's got... Well, I guess at least I made him use 2 removal. But the reason why I call this Asking Alex, or not Asking Alex, Finding Alex, is because I actually don't have Alexstrasza, so I have a couple cards that let me discover stuff. So this is a bit tricky right now, because I don't want to take the 9, so I might end up just... I think what I'm going to do is draw... Barrier works. If I got a Nova, I would have Nova'd, but I'm gonna set this up and then just use one of these on 2. I think that's fine. I can Blizzard and ping next turn. Oof. Alright, well, both anti-magic shells and a Defile, not bad, okay. Well, that Vaporize is kind of awkward on that one, but that's fine. Alright, well... I guess I'm just gonna straight Blizzard this turn, and I guess next turn is gonna be a Flame Strike. He can't anti-magic shell anymore because he lost both of them, fortunately. Would have been nice to see. Did he use 2 obliterates? I can't remember. Alright, well I can Flame Strike and ping, so that's nice. Order is always great there. So let's go ahead and Flame Strike. We'll ping off the 1/9. We'll ping off the 1 whatever it is next turn. I guess I ultimately also could just... Depends on what he... Oof. I guess I'm gonna do this and this then. This and this. Or I can do this and... No, I don't have enough freeze. I guess I could take 2 things out. No, I think I'm just gonna Blizzard. Can I get an Alex? Not quite. This does help me remove though, so I can take that. But we're gonna be Blizzarding. Kind of awkward. I guess I'll do that and ping next turn, depending on how many minions he plays. Alright, well... Hope he doesn't steal my other Discover, which he probably will. Yep, indeed. I think it's done then. I don't think there's a way for me to win. I could Flame Strike to clear everything. Well, I have the spell damage and just play that. Spells trigger, or secrets trigger twice would have been nice with my barrier, but I used that. I think I have one more Vaporize, perhaps. Can't remember, but yeah. Is he gonna grab my Alex? He wouldn't even Alex me, right? Because, oof, that's a bummer. That's a lot of heal too. All right, do I do this? I think I do this trade. Actually, I could just do this, right? So it clears both of them. We'll go ahead and just set this up, I think. So he doesn't have anti-magic shield, which is nice. He's used at least one Obliterate. He's used both Death Coils, I think. And he's used one Death and Decay, I believe it's called. So, Death Lord could get me Antonidas. I can't remember. I think this is my second Doomseer, right? So, huh. How do I want to do this? Because I could just Frostbolt this and leave it up with 1 health. Because I kind of want to leave my minions up. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's see if that is an Antonidas that comes out. And it is. I can get some fireballs. Let's go ahead and just shoot him in the face while I have it. Maybe I should have killed that instead, but I don't know. Is 6 damage worth potentially taking some 2 extra damage? It's probably okay, I think. Okay. It's not great. Alright, so there's that. We'll go here. Ping this off. Do I just trade this so he doesn't... Because if he plays another Dreadlord, I can take some extra damage. So I think I'm going to do that. I give up the minion damage, but I save some health in a sense. This actually might work without Alexstrasza. Okay, I do have a Polymorph, but I can get rid of it. I don't know if I have anything left secret-wise to draw. Oh, we do have a Vaporize. Well, I think what I'm going to do is this. I think I'm just going to do it twice. Do I leave? I think I have to just do it this way. I don't think I could have had lethal, right? Let's set this up just for funsies, and it gets me an extra... Oh, no, I did. Okay, I could have Vengeful Spirited. Or Vengeful Spirit, and it would have gotten rid of his taunt, right? So, but either way, I have lethal, so... I don't think I have any more minions. Oh, I do have a Death Charge. Okay, well, I'm glad that I pulled the Antonidas then. Wow, I was actually not really expecting this to work without getting an Alex. But it did! Holy crap! And this is, obviously this is just one attempt, of... I think I've probably done... I think reasonably around 10 to 12-ish runs before this. We're not going to move on because I'm probably going to have to build a custom deck for that, but let's go ahead and take a look at this deck. Obviously, you guys know the strategy. It's Freeze Mage. If I had an Alex in there, it would have been much easier, because I could have just, obviously thrown out the Alex, and then as long as I had enough damage to shoot over his face, it works. But, since I don't, I have the 2 Azure Explorers, and, where is it, the Brightwing? If I did have Alex, I don't know, the Azure Explorers were pretty clutch with the spell damage, to be honest. So if I did have Alex, I probably would take out the Brightwing, for an Alex. But everything else, I think I'd probably keep the same. Maybe... Okay, so basically, the Doomsayers are pretty nice because it clears the whole board. The depth charges are kind of there for obliterate bait, but it also, if it does go off, it can clear his board, most of his boards. I think, whatever gets buffed by his Bone Mare, his Spectral Knight, whatever that is, it's 4/6. And then anything with Anti-Magic Shell potentially can get out of range of the depth charge going off. But Doomsayer will clear everything if it goes off. So, depth charge is also 1 mana. It's good, obliterate fodder. So that's kind of its main role, but it can also do some clearing if it does go off. Lord Draconic, I don't know, it's kind of plus minus. The Dragon, I think, did ultimately help the 6/6 that we had, but it's plus minus. 1 Ancient Secret to grab some secrets, plus minus, more barriers for, sustain could be okay, if you didn't want to do the Azure Explorers, but like I said, I think the spell damage came in clutch. The 1 Polymorph, really, it's, in those situations where it's oh, I can't quite get rid of something that got buffed by Bone Mare or something, so that's why there's one of in there. Antonidas for some, fireball action if I get Alex, and I didn't even need Alex, so that was kind of nice. And the Amazing Reno actually is pretty good, because, so his, what's it called? Is it Desert Wanderer, or whatever that 3/3 is, I think it's 4 mana 3/3, that summons a 9/1. So with the Amazing Reno, makes all minions disappear poof, it doesn't actually trigger their death rattle, so is actually quite clutch, if he hasn't played those guys, yet, and then, he gets a bunch, if he does the, Army of the Dead, and you have a Reno in hand, you can just clear his board, and, no death rattles, nothing left over, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, it's Freeze Mage with a little bit of stuff kind of teched in for this particular encounter. Worked out, and, even without Alex, which was the main win condition, but I was actually kind of surprised that I was able to eke it out, because I was kind of not expecting this to go that well, without getting an Alex, because, he has a lot of health, and somehow I was able to whittle it all away, before he killed me. I actually think I had a relatively good amount of health. So, yeah, it worked. It stalled until you get enough damage going. But, yeah, that was, that encounter. Depending on how the rest of this rotation goes, in terms of workload, it's not terrible, but it's there's a lot of little things I have to do, unfortunately, for this rotation. So, depending on how things go, I might continue on with the second half of challenges, but at least completed the big and the bad, so that's kind of nice. We took down our friend here, Charon Gordon Fiend. Pretty tough. The first one we actually had to make a custom deck. All these other chums, we were able to just pick some random little crappy deck that I just pre-made, after I, opened 40 packs for the pack opening video of this expansion. But Charon Gordon Fiend, first one of the encounters in challenge mode that required me to make a custom deck. And this custom deck is definitely not optimized because, like I said, I would put Alex in there if I had her. But alas, we didn't, and it still worked out. So even if you don't have that win condition, still possible. So cool. Anyways, that's enough rambling. So until next time, thanks for watching.